It's news time. Information is power. Be current. The news headline: Ex-Nigerian governor is dead. Chief Colonel Charles Idemanaha retired. A former acting military administrator of Rivers State has died at the age of 87. Mr. Kenneth Idemanaha, the late Millard's senior son, claimed in a statement that his father died lately following a brief illness at Orekokpe, the capital of Okpe local government area in Delta State. He added that his father's death had brought sadness to the Okpe kingdom, where he served as secretary to the Odogun Okpe and the Okpe Traditional Council of Chiefs. According to the announcement, late Chief Colonel Idemanaha retired, served as secretary to Odogun Okpe and the Okpe Traditional Council of Chiefs to both the late Okpe King, His Royal Majesty Ohoro I, and the current monarch HRM, that is His Royal Majesty Owe I, the Roje of the Okpe Kingdom. His father, he said, was a pragmatic and imaginative leader who faithfully served the nation and the Okpe Kingdom. His death is a big loss, not just to the Okpe Kingdom and Delta State, but also to the country as a whole, he added. Therefore, the family and friends had actually, sent their condolences to the former acting military administrator of Rivers State, who died at the age of 7. Tribute to Chief Colonel Charles Idemanaha retired. Therefore, Mr. Kenneth Idemanaha, the late son, that is the late Millard's senior son, that is the military administrator of Rivers State, who happens to be his senior son, has said that this happened, after a brief illness at Orekokpe, the capital of Okpe local government area in Delta State. Rest in peace. Also,
it was observed that no election order declared by the IPOB in respect to the Anambra election and dimension the enforcement of it took further roles in security profile in the southeast, created room for infiltration of hoodlums to take down some of our best, gave reason for the ruling government to deploy security men to come do their bidding. Some argued that some leadership of IPOB was heavily paid to do so. Others said it was an ill advice, but agreed it would have been largely benefited the ruling party. However, God is gracious. The decision of IPOB to cancel the no election order at almost the 11th hour was just a divine intervention. I can bet that all those who voted for Charles Soludo were the same people that would have exactly obeyed that no election order and stayed at home. Majority of those that voted PDP and YPP couldn't have come out equally, meaning APC would have been declared winner without stress. Let's look at the open letter of Bianca Ojukwu to her late husband, the Ojukwu. You will understand that the greatest enemy we have is within, but they have succeeded in pointing a lesser enemy to us outside. No, we must start cleansing from within us and amongst us. This letter is simply saying that there is no corruption that goes in Aso Rock that does not go on in these various southeastern government houses. She directly accused the sitting governor of Anambra of ruthlessness, impunity, intimidation, betrayal, and marginalization. Have you heard of this phrase? Umzunto Weziwe. It means spear of the nation. It was the armed wing of the African National Congress, founded in 16th December 1961 by Nelson Mandela in the wake of the Sharpeville massacre. Its mission was to fight against the South African government, and the South African government designated the group as a terrorist organization and eliminated most of them with unprecedented collateral damages, social and economic setback. Eventually, Nelson Mandela was captured and imprisoned 27 years. In the lockdown, a transformation happened. The same Nelson Mandela, upon his freedom, made a statement very annoying but true, that we cannot win a war, but we can win election. At this point, the word of God prevailed, for the wrath of man worketh not the righteousness of God. Those who Mr. Mandela convinced to pick up arms with him and died in the process, only left their families in pain. When he realized the best way to go, nobody was armed, yet he achieved more results. I believe if all Igbos get interested in IPOB, we can now be in a position to bring to the fore more opinions and accurate ordered procedures to address our challenges. In all, I greatly salute every IPOB man and woman who strive to this level, where even people like me have seen the need to participate. IPOB doors must be open to all inclusive participation. Every Igbo person must now arise and let's collectively reason together on the best way out or the best way together. Else, each time the squirrel eats the beehive, we must be ready to take the consequences. And by the time we realize the right path to have told, the wrong path we followed will be our regret and lost alone. And these were the words of a writer, Charles Ihemugwelem, who is trying to, justify the need for the Igbos to get involved in the Biafra struggle, saying that the world is not static and it is best for us to start taking, the bull at the horn and start taking responsibility as well about the situation going on in the southeastern part of the country, where I said that the leadership of the Nigerian government had actually been the one, infiltrating the peace of the country and trying to enforce different type of things, observing the Anambra election, where he pointed out that there could have been, a whole lot of rigging than usual, if not for the divine intervention of God that made the indigenous people of Biafra to suspend their sit-at-home order that they had actually announced before, that until the federal government released their leader on or before November 4, they would be going on a sit-at-home order from November 5 to 10, that is a week, and that will greatly affect the November 6 gubernatorial election of Anambra State, where they said they care less. But after stakeholders had intervened, the people like the traditional rulers, the Christian rulers, and many others, the IPOB were said to have to have suspended the sit-at-home order, and for these reasons, he said that this actually favored the election order, and Charles Soludo of the All Progressive Grand Alliance says that they have exactly obeyed that no election order stayed at home. A majority of those people that voted PDP and YPP couldn't have come out equally, meaning that the APC, because they are the ruling party, would have been able to declare themselves as winner without any stress for the Anambra election, pointing out that it is that he believes that all Igbos, when they get interested in the IPOB, that they can be in a position to bring more opinions and other procedures to address their challenges. And every Igbo person must arise and collectively reason together on the best way to achieve the path of which they are following. Thanks for listening.